in front of your homestead, in front of your house, and you've assembled tables, folding tables full of your personal belongings that you no longer need, and are selling them off in a sort of a sale in front of your garage, a garage sale, if you will.
I see.
And a person comes forward holding like 40 of your things and says, "I'm just going to take these. Is that okay? I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw to see if you just give away all your stuff."
Yeah, that's a 4.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You give away all your stuff, and the guy leaves.
That's fine. See you later. I didn't need that mace.
Welcome to Threshold Sunlight, our D&D 5e podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your dungeon master for this adventure.
My name is Tom, and I will be playing the now maceless Octavius Sabellum. He is a cleric and a rogue, and kind of stupid. Not usually, but last episode.
Yeah, uncharacteristically.
He had a plan, it just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Mitch. I'll be playing Amere Filbert, a level 6 bard. And he's pretty smart, but he usually goes with what Octavius is doing. Didn't really work out.
Down for that plan.
Didn't really work out last time.
We'll make it happen. It'll be fine, probably.
That was probably infusing player knowledge with with character.
It's all fine. No one will know.
Let's go.
You, the pair of you, find yourself standing in this cave among the ruins of a long-forgotten temple. The area is now bathed in a bright light from Amere's dancing light spell. 4 shining orbs appeared and illuminated the face of this monstrous creature in front of you. And we're going to jump straight into initiative order, which we rolled at the end of last episode. Octavius, you are first, 80 feet away from this monstrous beast that has run off with all of your belongings.
Okay, what's my speed? I'm going to dash at it, most likely.
Okay, that'll put you 20 feet away from it.
And that's most of my everything.
Yeah.
So I'm dashing toward it while yelling, "Amere, why are you letting it get away?"
Wow.
Octavius was trying to cast Hold Person, but he's confused. It doesn't really seem to be a person, so he's just giving up on that plan and dashing at this thing while blaming Amere because let's face it, it's really Amere's fault.
Amere, what do you do to rectify this situation? It's your turn.
How far away am I from it? I'm a little bit closer, just not that much closer.
You were chasing it. I'm gonna say that you're like 30 feet from it because you started chasing it.
Yeah.
After it ran off.
Amere, remember, you've disappointed Octavius.
Disappointed Octavius.
Are you trying to give him some sort of like mother helping their child in need strength right now?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to say, Amere, can you go into a frenzied rage?
Amere has been forced a level of barbarian.
Oh man. Amere is like, just says to himself quickly, I'm so sorry. I won't fail you again. And
spends this entire turn self-flagellating in the corner of the room. No, bad.
No, he's going to use combat inspiration on himself, which is it's just regular inspiration, but it can be used for attack rolls.
That's cool.
And he's gonna fire a longbow at it twice.
Okay. You get 2 attacks now?
Yeah, I'm level 6, baby.
All right. Let's see how they go.
Bards are so good.
Oh, okay. 1 was a 2, and 1 was a critical.
Okay. The 2 misses, and the critical. Go ahead and roll it up.
Okay, T8.
You know his modifier. He could have a +20. No, he couldn't.
That is 16 piercing damage.
All right, 16 piercing damage flies as your arrows fly towards the creature. It ducks out of the way of the first one, and as it moves, you manage to catch it straight in the eye with your second shot.
And combat inspiration. I get to roll.
Oh, yes.
A d8. Ooh. 24 piercing damage.
Wow.
Okay. That takes us to the Nothic, who is none too pleased that he has been treated in such a manner. You see blood pouring from his wounds, and he turns to you, Amere, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha. 17.
You succeed. The Nothic opens its eye at you and begins to stare, bobbing its head back and forth. The arrow that you shot at him obscures his vision, and you feel nothing happen. And the Nothic scurries away into the darkness. You can't make a stealth. You can't make take a hiding action as part of your movement, can you?
Hide is your main action.
Yeah,
right.
Only if you're a rogue.
So he just runs off into the shadows. He doesn't take a hiding action. So you know where he is.
How far away is he now from me?
We'll say like 45 feet.
Okay.
Just to have to navigate around the rocks that he's hidden in. And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Octavius.
Okay. Octavius is he walks around to get in. Can he see him?
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to open the book and point at a word.
It's a little dim, just so you know. So it'll be dim light.
He points at a word and he says, "Approach."
Okay.
And I'm casting command with a wisdom. The DC's 14. Wisdom save.
Okay. Perception checks. Okay, so he rolled a critical failure.
Sweet. He has to move toward me by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it gets within 5 feet of me on its turn.
Okay. Is that your whole turn, or are you going to move any closer to it?
I'm going to move right next to Amere.
Okay.
So
okay.
It has to walk toward both of us then.
Amere, your turn.
All right. As a bonus action, Amere is going to move dancing lights closer to where he thinks this creature is.
Okay. You see one of the lights fly over a small rock that this thing is hiding behind and illuminates the area. You hear a as that happens.
What?
And then a helicopter brings in a supply drop, and you have a character who's dressed very scantily, but it's because, spoilers, she can breathe through her skin or some bullshit like that. Anyway.
I attach balloons to the Nothic to float him up to a sky base.
I have not played this game, so...
Me neither. But Scott loves it and talks to me about it all the time.
Shout out to Scott. You're the best. Great.
Amere is going to get on all fours and start slowly crawling towards him.
He is the area around him is illuminated. He's in a trance. You hear a whimper.
Amere,
is that your whole
he'll
turn?
approach us.
I am going to I'm going to no, I'm just going to shoot arrows at him behind cover.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll it up.
How much cover is he behind?
At the very least, he's under 3/4 cover.
3/4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you, Amere. You can hit him.
Oh, that's a 19 with bonuses and a 3, which was a critical fail.
The crit fail automatically fails, and the 19 with his 3/4 cover is not going to do it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Octavius looks disappointed again.
You arc the arrow up and over this rock, but you're unable to judge exactly where this creature is, and you hear the arrowhead clank into the cold rock of the floor. And that brings us to the Nothic, who you see it stand up on its hind legs, which it's sort of like a large dog almost, where that is really awkward for it, but it hobbles its way over towards you in this trance-like fashion and ends up, within 5 feet of you? How does that work?
If he can move that
It
far.
ends its turn if it gets within 5 feet of me. Otherwise,
Yes, okay.
it's just walking toward me.
It's standing in front of you. And that brings us back to the top with Octavius.
Octavius is going to try to kill it.
Okay.
Does it have my stuff?
Yeah, it's fashioned some sort of makeshift pouch out of the cloak, and the cloak is holding the mace and the Shandopoli, the wood block.
I need that
Excuse
Shandopoli. Well, would I feel that that necrotic damage is a bad idea with the knowledge that Octavius possesses?
Give me a survival check.
That is a 17.
With a 17, you know that it would be fine, probably. This creature doesn't seem to be rotting in any way.
Okay, then I'm going to take the book and I'm just gonna put it into its face and cast inflict wounds at mass or highest level.
Okay.
So it's a melee spell attack. Do I have any inspiration from the bard? I don't remember.
Let's just say no for ease of use.
Okay. Oh, it's a 20.
All right, you do it.
Oh man, I don't think that does anything to spell attacks. Unfortunately.
You know what? It's tough to say because ranged spell attacks can crit if they have.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a fire bolt or one of those can crit. So I feel like the melee spell attack should also crit. You can't crit on things with a dex save or whatever or something like that.
Well,
but
this is normally 3d10. I'm making it 1 higher or 2 higher levels, so that's 5d10. And
Okay.
the crit would make it 6d10.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's just see how much it does. If that's not a rule that we're going to follow, then this is a good time to know.
This is going to take a little while for me to add up.
Yeah, because you're very dumb. You give away all your stuff. Here's my mace. I don't need that.
19, 27, 31, 36, 42 damage.
That doesn't seem super overpowered.
So,
I mean, that's what's half of that?
Yeah,
21?
yeah. You roll all the damage dice twice.
All right.
That's what the internet told me.
wait, really?
All right.
Yeah.
Then I need 2 more d10.
It doesn't. I mean, you can roll them if you want, but it dies already.
Okay, I'm up in
Twice over.
I'm in the 60s now.
Okay. Yeah, you blow it apart. Tell us what that looks like.
So I have the book shield and I flip it open and I just ram it into the eyeball and just red necrotic energy bursts out and kind of like a Kamehameha, just and then it decapitates it.
Wonderful.
Deiotates it.
The eye explodes, and the Nothic body, the headless Nothic body, falls limp to the floor. Your stuff goes pouring out of the cloak, landing at your feet. In addition, as you exploded the eye and blew the head off of this thing, you saw a small amulet go flying off into the cave. Well, I guess onto the floor, right next to you. It didn't go flying a million feet.
Amere, this was a very evil creature, and we are both heroes for destroying it.
Yes.
Yes, we are. I pick up the stuff. I give Amere his wooden block.
That's right.
Very important.
That wooden block has gone missing for some reason because it's not that interesting. No. Okay. You have your cloak, your wood block, and your mace back.
I put on the cloak, and I have new respect for the cloak for whatever reason. Since he wanted it, like it's like when you don't really want something, but someone else takes it.
Now I want it.
Now it's like this cloak's very important to me.
This is my cloak.
He almost had my cloak, Amere.
Wonderful.
My favorite cloak.
So, just out of curiosity, have you been wearing it this whole time?
I was wearing it before I went to sleep on it, and then I was just kind of carrying it. Now I'm going to wear it again.
Okay. This is good. This is information I need to know. Great. You put it on, you throw it over your shoulder, and it sort of floats down gently across your narrow human/elven shoulders.
Yeah, mostly elven.
Mostly.
Amere, what's that? And I point at the little shiny object on the ground.
Mm-hmm. You pick it up?
Yeah, Amere will go pick it up.
The small golden amulet you hold is in the shape of a skull with a pair of diamonds in its eye sockets. The thin chain looks like it's made out of small golden bones. And across the mouth of the skull, there are 8 teeth they've been carved out of black gems, and each of the black gems is emitting a faint glow. The necklace emanates a very strong necrotic energy as you hold it, and you feel like you might be catching a cold or something like that, like a little bit weak. Not anything dangerous or nefarious, but a little bit odd. Yeah.
It seems like this some sort of strange treasure.
How do you feel holding it, Amere?
It feels odd.
It might make you sick. You might want to let me wear it. I wouldn't want any harm to come to you.
I don't know that Octavius would be able to sense the necrotic energy from where he stands.
Because I was the bigger hero and I killed the demon, I should wear that.
Yes, of course.
I mean, we can make... okay, you're just going to give it to him. I forgot that Amere just does whatever Octavius says. I guess we don't need to roll off. So, Octavius, you're holding the amulet now?
Yeah, I'm actually going to wear it.
Okay.
As soon as possible.
Are you looking at it at all any closer, or...?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do whatever examination.
Yeah, give me a investigation check.
Crit fail.
You don't notice anything different. You look at this beautiful skull engraved, diamond clad amulet, and you think, "Wow, that's a really nice ball."
I'm gonna sell this for armor because I need one more AC.
Fantastic. You are out of initiative. You have gathered all of the things in your immediate area, and the dancing lights are still active so far as I know.
Do we have to make a check to find our way back to my lobster baby?
Now you know where it is.
Well, I'm going back there.
Okay. It's still twitching, but very slowly now.
Does it take us more than a minute?
To what? Walk towards it?
Go back there.
Yeah. No, it's like right next to you.
Okay.
You haven't left this one main chamber that you've been in.
I'm gonna go towards the apparatus and immediately begin tinkering on it to see if I can get it going. And I'm also going to pull out the map and go. I don't think we're as far as we need to be yet. We need to get moving, Amere. You fix the elephant creature. I'll fix this glorious apparatus.
You can see the elephant is breathing very slowly, so it's not dead. at the very least.
Oh, no.
If you can't fix it, we'll just drive in this. It's not our elephant.
Amir is going to kneel next to the elephant and going to say, Snuffer, do not worry, I will save you.
Snuffer! Oh, man. Wonderful. Are you casting any spells on it, or are you
he'll do a healing word.
Okay. The elephant rolls onto its feet after you've cast this magic onto it, and it lets out a short...
Would you say it's a snuff? Short snuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, precisely.
Octavius is a little scared that Amere was successful in his endeavor, and so Octavius is going to try to fix his really fast.
Yeah, I need an intelligence check.
23.
Okay. And give me a luck save, too.
9.
Okay. With the 23, you spend 5 or 6 minutes, and you quickly assess the problem. You find an errant piece of metal that was stuck out, and you push it back into place, and the apparatus snaps back shut into its barrel form. It's no longer making any clicking or grinding noises, and it seems to be okay.
Do I have to use the rising function to get out of this, or is there some sort of sand path up that I can just use lever 6?
Yeah, there's a sand path that you guys could walk out of there.
Okay, so I'm going to travel upwards out of the sinkhole.
Okay.
And try to get my bearings looking at the map and the sun, if the sun's out, and try to figure out what direction to go in.
Give me a survival check.
Ooh, 22.
Yeah, you immediately know where you should be going.
Okay, I've triangulated our position with the sun there and the map here, and I see that... is there a thunderstorm going on at all?
Give me a perception check.
12?
You hear rumbling, but you're not sure where it's coming from, and you can't see anything.
Okay, I don't recognize the storm still going anywhere, but I'm pretty sure we have to go this direction, Amere, and then I lever 6 and start apparatusing, which I'm pantomiming right now, just so you guys know. I'm lobstering.
Amere, quick question.
Yeah.
How did you get on your elephant?
Yeah, I haven't yet. I was going to say Amir begins to scramble up his elephant.
Okay. Give me... what's your passive animal handling?
Passive animal handling?
Yeah.
It'll just be 10 plus whatever your mod is.
Unless you're proficient, and then it'll be 10 plus that and your mod.
Shoot. What is animal handling? Wisdom?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
That would be 13 then.
Yeah, okay. As you scramble up the side of the elephant, it reaches back with its trunk and wraps it around your waist and sets you up on its saddle.
Snuffer.
Wonderful.
Octavius was nervous that the elephant would kill Amere for a second. He was like, oh, okay, good.
Okay, me and Snuffer ride out of the cave.
Wonderful. The pair of you are back on track, up on the desert surface, and you continue on your trek towards the location marked on your map.
What sort of distance are we traversing? And why I'm asking is, I would like to find a point at some place and try to make camp, and then begin again anew.
The remaining journey will take you roughly 2 more days.
So, Octavius is going to try to find some sort of natural campground, like an outcropping or even an oasis, and take camp for the first night.
Okay.
And he's going to be, because the cloak was taken from him and returned, he wants to figure out this cloak and wear it forever.
Are you attuned to anything right now? Because you can only be attuned to 3 things. Isn't that correct?
I have no idea.
I think that's correct.
Let me think. I don't think so. I'm not using anything special. I have a mace +1.
If it becomes a problem and someone points it out that it's a problem, then we'll fix it. But for now, we'll just assume that it's all good. So you said you were trying to attune to the cloak?
Yeah.
Or are you just checking it? Okay. So as you, what's
Amere
up?
will be resting the first one.
Okay, he's not attuning to anything.
No.
Just relaxing, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
And Octavius, in a rare show of compassion, is going to make the fire and put a blanket over Amere, because he's not actually a horrible person.
What a nice gesture.
He doesn't want Amere to see this, though. He waits for Amere to be asleep.
Give me a stealth check.
It's a 6.
Amere, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception, a 14.
Oh, he notices.
Amere immediately gets up and is like, "What a great show of love towards another man."
Oh my.
Fellow man. That didn't come out right.
It came out fine.
I like this blanket better, and I'm going to take the blanket now.
Amere is going to attempt to pull it back, saying, "No, this is a token."
Give me a strength contest between the two of you.
That is a 2.
That is a 13.
I think the 13's gonna win.
I'm just
okay,
you can have it. I was going to take it from you in the middle of the night.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, priceless.
And he's just nervous. And he walks over and he's like, I'm going to look at my heroic items now. Please go to sleep, Amere.
Oh goodness, that's hilarious.
Amere goes to sleep happily.
You spend an hour with the cloak, and you run your fingers across the fabric. You feel it's very light. It's too light. It doesn't make sense to you. And I will just read you the description of the drift cloak now. The cloak is a failed experiment of the Turin Academy of Magic.
I see.
The hope had been that they could create a cloak that would mimic the soft falling abilities that some wizards can cast with a little bit of practice, like a feather falling spell. But transferring this magic, it was far too complex, and it's led to some issues. So, you have fortunately fallen with the drift cloak, and fallen into a sinkhole and whatnot, and you must have noticed while you were falling into the sinkhole that this thing was floating oddly near you. It was definitely in a free fall, and now that you're wearing it, you see that it's definitely got some magic in it that would help you if you were to be wearing it while you were falling. The cloak allows you to expend your reaction to stop your fall if you're falling, so long as you don't look down and you keep your eyes shut. And if you do so, you will hover in air, casually drifting around in place, and turning lightly in your lack of gravity. The effect can be kept for as many rounds as you have a proficiency bonus, and it is ended the moment that you would open your eyes. You cannot move you cannot move under your own power, while you are exercising the effects of this cloak, but you can be moved by others. You will be considered blind while you're using the cloak, given that your eyes are shut.
I see.
So basically, you can use reaction to start floating in midair if you have fallen at least 20 feet.
Oh, I have to fall at least 20 feet.
Yes.
Darn. I was going to jump up and close my eyes.
Yeah, we'll let you do that. Well, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. You jump and close your eyes, and you float in midair for, what is your proficiency bonus?
3.
You float in midair for 18 seconds.
I'm not really. I'm kind of confused, like, because I can't look at it. So I'm like, was I floating? I think I was floating. And
You're
I try to, like.
You're like Invisible Man from Mystery Men. Or
Yeah,
Invisible Boy.
Am I sure? And then I'm like, I just keep doing it, and then I just go to sleep.
Wonderful. Okay. So now you know what the drift cloak does. And, fantastic. You awake the next morning unharmed and unimpeded in your resting endeavors. You've spent long enough that the hat dispels after the 8 hours, and your apparatus and elephant are waiting for you outside of the hat. Did you make a hat? I suppose I just assumed. You may have just been camping.
It'd be weird not to, but I don't know.
It would be weird not to. Yeah, I will say that he made a hat.
You left your elephant outside of the hat? How cruel.
He had one level level spell left.
You can always cast it as a ritual. It just takes
That is true.
7 minutes or something, and then we just have a hat.
All right.
Is there? I tried to find an oasis.
Yeah, let's have a survival check ex post facto.
A 20.
Yeah, you find a small amount of water. There's a single palm tree growing.
So Snuffer gets to drink some water.
He drinks all of it while you guys are sleeping.
That's
No,
fine with
no,
me.
just kidding.
He's carrying all our water, I think.
He's got some, and the apparatus has some as well.
And then I consult the map, and I say, we should be off. Stop dilly-dallying, Amere.
Oh, yes, of course.
You're always dillying and then dallying.
Fantastic.
I'm very sorry.
You set off again. You've got another day that you're probably going to need to rest for the night. Anything special on this particular evening?
I'll take a quick look into the necklace.
Okay. All right. Let's have a survival check and see where you end up for the night.
Oh wait, I have a modifier. 16.
It's not quite as hospitable as the first place, but it'll certainly keep you from keep you protected from the elements. And there's a small amount of water, enough for maybe one creature or person.
Amir will do the hat as a ritual this time, and then he's going to try and look at the glasses.
Fantastic. So we have 2 attunements going on this evening? Is that all you guys are doing?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. So... What are you doing to inspect these glasses, Amere?
I guess first he's going to try and put them on, see if anything happens.
Okay.
Puts them on his face.
Okay. Nothing happens immediately. You see through the very crystal clear glasses lenses. Give me an investigation check.
15.
You see written on the one of the I don't know glasses anatomy. What are the things
Frames?
that hold them on your ear called?
Frames, right?
I feel like that's the whole thing. That's fine. On the side of the frame, you see small insignia of a 6-pointed circle. You are a college. You're part of the College of Valor, yes?
Yes.
And the king mentioned that these glasses were somewhat special to you when they were first taken, rather unceremoniously, by Octavius. And after spending an hour holding these glasses, putting them on, inspecting them, and feeling the magic within them, I will read you the description here of the Valorious Brill. The Bardic College of Valor has two faces. The one that the strip sees most of the time, that of a scholarly organization dedicated to the rooting out of secrets in the world. Some bards and explorers come from that school. They go into the world. They are robust and noble figures, and they give a good name to the public face of the College of Valor. There is another group, though, more secretive. The 6-Point Circle, both a name and a sigil, is a group of bards from the College of Valor that represent protection and a line of defense against the many dangers of the world. The 6-Point Circle represents those dangers, demons, devils, monsters, other such things. Initiates into the inner mysteries of the college are taken through careful education, folklore, and they're introduced to the dangers that the college opposes. They dedicate their lives to keeping these dangers at bay. And the brills, the glasses, are one of their wondrous weapons against the evil, and they are a closely guarded secret. Mechanically, the brill are a pair of eyeglasses. The lenses are made of a polished, thin, transparent, and flawless disc of diamond, both clear and very hard. They're set in a frame of dull steel and oak, with the inscription on the temple of the 6-pointed circle. The glasses carry 6 charges. The charges are restored. 1d6 charges are restored each day at dawn. If all of them are spent, there's a 25% chance that the glasses lose all of their magic. Once attuned, the brill will allow you to spend a bonus action and a charge identifying the most immediate weakness of any observed enemy during combat.
Oh.
So if there's an immunity or a vulnerability or something, a piece of information that you'd like to know about
say it was
enemy.
like super vulnerable to fire.
Yeah, like it was a mummy that was wrapped in bandages.
We wouldn't have to hit it for like a whole episode.
Can I ask the 6-pointed glasses, what is this enemy's power level?
Oh no! I've given you a scouter! What did I do? Okay. Yes, you could do that.
I'm really
That's
scared
actually the command word.
Is he gonna look at Octavius and do it?
That's up to him.
You would get
Octavius.
you get barraged with weaknesses.
No, he's just going to say, Octavius,
Yes?
this is glasses from one of those folklore books that I've read. When the one that I wasn't going to history class for.
That could be a great any number of books, Amere, but
These are heroes of the past, Octavius. Bard heroes, just like I want to be.
you will be. We're well on our way.
Octavius running the small golden amulet through his fingers. Do you put it on?
Yeah.
After spending an hour wearing it and tapping into its magic, you mechanically, let's do that first. You know how it looks. I suppose I should let you do another investigation check since you're poring over it.
16.
With a 16, you turn the skull and you catch the light from the fire just right, and you see softly engraved into the gold is a symbol of 5 arrows arranged in a circle, all pointing outward. Do you want to give me some sort of check to see if you know what this is?
A history check, which I rolled as high as possible, which is a 27.
You know that it is the symbol of Zhao.
Zhao. I see.
And this would be after you've attuned to it that you identify this, I think. So mechanically, the necklace has 8 charges. A charge can be expended to raise a skeleton or a zombie over the course of 1 minute. So essentially, I believe it's animate dead.
Yeah.
That spell. Each time a charge is spent, you will need to make a con save.
I see.
On the failed save, you will succeed. You will raise the dead. But something bad is going to happen. I'm going to leave that in mystery for now.
Okay. So Octavius has
this. Fair?
Yeah.
All
Octavius has this. He's on the page of his spell book or his tome that is talking about raised dead, and he's like comparing it to the necklace. And he's like, I think I can do this with this. Excellent.
Perfect.
I will succeed every time. I'm very confident.
If you expend all 8 charges, there's a 25% chance the necklace loses its magic.
And explodes, killing everything in a 6-mile radius.
1d6 plus 2 charges are returned to the necklace each night at midnight.
Oh.
And you know that you could return some expended charges early, roughly 1d4, if you were to spend a short rest in a cemetery.
Ooh. Creepy.
You also sense the strength of the necrotic energy that we mentioned before, and you know that if you wear this for too long without taking it off or giving it rest, it might have some unforeseen effects on you.
Knowing that, Octavius is going to wear it anyway because he's a cocky bastard.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, this would probably wear down a lesser man.
Wonderful. That ends the second evening, the second long rest, and the hat disappears the next morning. The desert is calm but hot. Your mounts are awaiting you, and you know that the destination on your map is within less than a day's hike from where you are.
Amere, I believe our destination is within less than a day's hike.
Yes, I believe that as well.
Are you still wearing those glasses? Did you sleep in your glasses?
Yes, it turns out they aren't regular glasses. How do you think they look on me?
They look, so.
Wow. What a dick.
Not that good. Not that bad.
Amir takes off the glasses. He's like, well, good to know.
Wonderful. Are you, you're setting out to the temple?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. We arrive at the temple after having spent some time traveling. And, I'm sorry, the location on your map, which you know now is a temple because you're there. Ta-da!
Whoa!
I had a feeling it would be a temple.
You, as you're approaching, you see that it is a large pyramid made of a white shining limestone, and there is a gold cap on the top of it.
Is it a pyramid?
Give me a religion check. See if you know who the temple is for.
27.
You'd expect that this was a temple of Adam, given the instructions you were given about the spear, but you do in fact know that this is a temple of Pyrrho. A pyramid.
If you will.
If you will.
Amere, this is fantastic. This is a great monument to the god Pyrrho. I should be right at home here.
As you approach, once you're roughly 50 feet away from the entrance, the apparatus begins slowly stopping. Each time you push the lever, it moves forward slightly less than the last time, until eventually it stops moving altogether.
And I just keep hitting the lever, and I'm like, I appear to be out of fuel? Does it take... And I, inspect it to see if...
Give me an Arcana check.
21.
You know that there's something about this pyramid that's preventing the apparatus from functioning within it.
I see.
What is this fuel?
It's like it's leaves to a fire, but I assume something was propelling my lobster.
Your lobster. Oh, man.
My apparatus of Megsif. Who I
want to give me
lobster.
Do you want to give me an investigation or something check to see if you actually think this?
No, I'm gonna say it has nothing to do with that, Amere. See, Pyrrho is a god of work, and not play. So we can't be, we have to actually walk up to the temple. We have to do our duty. I would get off your elephant.
As the elephant walks up next to the apparatus, it too stops moving, and in fact, it kneels down, as if to say, "Get the fuck off."
All right. Amir gets
Snuffer,
off.
watch
Snuffer.
your tongue.
Amir gets off Snuffer, and he's going to say, Pyrrho doesn't sound like any fun at all.
All work and no play makes Amir a dull boy.
I abide by his tenets daily.
Case in point.
Oh, I see. I was more making a deception check.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a deception check.
That's a 7 for how much Octavius believes he exemplifies a cleric of Pyrrho.
Passive insight will beat that, so that's up to Amir to interpret that how he will.
And he's gonna
yes, we both do that daily.
And Octavius is nervously messing with the necklace, looking at that symbol and going, "Yes, I don't exemplify chaos." And he's thinking a little bit. Uh-oh.
You enter the temple. I assume you're not just going to chill outside the whole episode. That might be interesting, but it'll probably be anticlimactic for the listeners.
We kill the elephant and make elephant weenies.
Oh no, Snuffer!
It won't smell great, but it'll keep you warm, kid.
Yeah.
You enter the temple, and inside, you walk into a very large room. The doors to the temple have swung shut, and you see, illuminated by torch sconces on the wall, 4 doors in front of you, from left to right. They each bear a pip. Do you guys know what a pip is?
A pip? No.
I do not.
Old, I guess, non-numerical D6s, how they have, those circles indicating what number...
Oh, yes, yeah. So it's an indication on a domino or a die of...
Yes. Those are called pips.
Each dot is a pip, right?
Yes, each dot is a pip, and each door bears a pip from 1 to 4, going left to right. So the first one has 1, and the fourth one has 4. In the center of the room, there is a small, I guess it's a medium-sized dais with 4 golden pedestals surrounding a statue of Pyrrho. Each pedestal appears like it's missing a small ball. It has a stand on top of it that a small ball would fit nicely into, something roughly the size of an orange. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. We're close. We're approaching an hour in the recording. I don't know how much we will be losing, but I don't think there'll be too much cut out. So, if this is a short episode, I apologize, but so goes it. This is a good stopping point. Let's do questions, comments, concerns.
At some point, Amere is going to throw that block of wood at something.
It's not going to do
excited.
anything.
No,
Mitch.
It's going to kill him instantly, I'm sure.
Kill him instantly.
The Tarrasque appears just for this instance.
It's the Tarrasque killer block of wood.
No, it transforms into a Tarrasque, kills what you're trying to kill, and then disappears. Duh.
Oh.
That's why it's called a Shindopli.
Right. I don't know why it's called that.
I don't either.
These are taken from a lot of these items were taken from a list of questionable usable items, which we should link and give credit to the original author.
Yeah, we will.
Our website, now that we've sort of actually described some of the items on the list more thoroughly.
If I remember, I'll throw it in the next post.
A big thank you to the D&D subreddits and whatnot. They're a treasure trove of resources.
Yeah, we use a lot of their stuff. Yeah, it was good. I'm surprised when Octavius actually hits with, well, if he crits with inflict wounds, he can do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, inflict wounds is a badass spell.
It's why I felt okay making him so weak in a lot of other areas, is because he's got that to fall back on. But if I miss, and if I miss twice, he's kind of spent.
Yeah.
And if I can't get next to them, but I didn't realize command. I mean, I can just make them come to me, so that kind of works okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
2 attacks is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
I will never get that.
Come to the fighter side of things. You all know that you want to have those 4 attacks. It's so exciting.
Very exciting.
How did you feel about the Nothic? You got all your stuff back. I'm very proud of you. You didn't let him just steal all your shit.
There's a moral quandary, because we told him we would give him the stuff and get the info. We got the info, and then I de-iatated him.
Yeah, that's very tricksy. We'll see how that plays out for you.
Yeah,
Amere thought he was evil and that he was the good guy in this scenario. So, yeah, he wanted to kill it.
Yeah, I think there
He's
might be
an evil-looking thing. Yeah, he has to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the items, all the cool little flavor things with like the diamond, and those are my favorite parts. Or staying in the graveyard, that flavor's cool.
The Scouter might be my new favorite magic item.
I love the elephant's name. I think Snuffer
yeah. So good.
It's probably my favorite name of an animal in D&D yet.
It's the best. So good.
But that's probably gonna do it for us.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go check out the D6 Mafia. Go to d6mafia.com or youtube.com/the D6Mafia and check out the original Threshold series that established the world that we play in. It's fantastic.
I think they're currently on a small break in between seasons.
Yes, but there should be a new one coming out soon.
Yeah, so Homecoming wrapped up their arc, and they should be doing some new stuff, new players.
Some old players, some new players.
Yeah, you know.
A little of the familiar, a little of the new. This is not a thing that people say. I don't know what I'm doing.
So this next week we will actually be releasing 2 episodes, Tuesday and Thursday.
Woo!
So just so you know, we'll be doubling the amount of releases per week, just because we want to get through more content.
Yeah, we'll see if that works out.
We had asked some of you guys about that, and that's the best feedback we got. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thank you for your input. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and so we're always around on Twitter. Twitter.com. Oh, wait. That's not how Twitter works.
No, well, I mean, it is, but you could just say @StudioLT3.
@StudioLT3.
Yeah.
We're always around @StudioLT3, Facebook.com/StudioLT3, and in the subreddit, r/D&D Threshold. You'll see us in all those places, and occasionally we crop up on D&D Next, and those and that's where we get a lot of our resources.
Oh, yeah. You guys got anything else? Check out iTunes and Stitcher. If you download us from iTunes, please leave a review. We'd really appreciate it. It would help us out a great deal. I think.
And we really do like everyone's input. Like, just making me play D&D more. That's probably the best thing that could happen, so thank you.
Yeah. And if you guys have you want to throw anything at us, we could try to incorporate it. I always like talking to people. But every time I ask them, they go, "What do you think?"
Tom will get to the Twitter page eventually.
Two Shots was a fan suggestion in the original Threshold, and he's quickly become a fan favorite. So if you got suggestions or ideas, let us know. We'd really appreciate to hear from you. You guys got anything else?
That's everything.
That's everything.
That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.